Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? It is Berns. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my lounge. And I'm Berns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And every morning we get our bodies moving. Yes, we do. We get our bodies moving on the rebounder or on a bouncy ball or just walking in place if you want. Or just laying in bed and listening to me. Either way, hello, thank you for joining me. We are having fun today. Well, at least that's a story I'm telling myself, and that's what I'm sticking to. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. How are you doing? I'm so happy that you joined. Welcome. I want you to know that you are appreciated here. Whether you are chatting in the chat and we're pulling up your comments, or like I said, if you're just watching quietly in the background, or maybe you're bouncing and you can't type, you can't text and bounce at the same time. How are you all doing? Is everything good? Are you good? Yeah, can you hear me? I didn't check to make sure that my mic was going. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, you can hear me now. Yes, you can. Hey, good morning, Michael. How are you? Hi, Cindy. Cindy's in the house. Michael's in the house. Okay, it's official. We can get started. I hope you all had a great night's sleep. If you're watching this live, why does it feel like my tie is crooked? There we go. These things are important, okay? I need to make sure that it's centered. I had such a good sleep last night. Oh my gosh. First of all, I didn't come on last night to do our class. I could have. We got home on time from Toronto, but I was so tired, you guys. You know when you get that tiredness where you can barely keep your eyes open? Yes, you can hear me? Okay. Awesome. You can hear me. You can hear me. Good. Yesterday or the day before, I usually do my meditation in the morning before coming on to class right when I wake up. Good morning, Jimmy. How is Jimmy doing? And yesterday I forgot to turn off my headphones, my Bluetooth headphones, and nobody could hear me. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, last night I got home and I was so tired. Whoa. All I could do was crawl to my bed and slide into bed, slide under those covers. Hey, Judith. Good morning. How are you, honey? So glad that you are here. Yeah, I was so tired. I slid into bed at like 7:30. I thought in the beginning, oh, let me just take a little lie down. Maybe I'll feel my energy coming back. And nope. So 7:45, I was like, that's it. I'm going to bed. Dropped a post on Facebook to let you guys know. By 8 o'clock, I was out. I slept until 6 o'clock this morning. Felt so good. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Hey, morning, beautiful. Gotta drive the kiddo to school. Be back soon. I never miss a bounce. I know you're always right in here. Good morning, Lisa. Oh my goodness, so many amazing people popping in this morning. It is November 30th. Holy moly. December is here tomorrow. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but I'm finishing this year. I'm going into the last month of this year strong, positive. I don't care what's happening around me. I know how challenging a time this is for all of us, myself included. I've had my moments, but you know what? I decided that I'm going in strong. I'm ending this year strong. I've had an amazing year. Has it been challenging? Hell yeah. Has it been very growth promoting? Yeah, anytime you go into a growth cycle, it is going to feel challenging. And that's what we've all been experiencing. We've been in the middle of a growth cycle. We've been in the middle of a reawakening on so many levels. And sometimes that feels and is uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's okay, baby. So what I want to do is I want to go into December strong. I want to create more incredible opportunities for myself and my family. I want to celebrate the time that we do have together. I want to celebrate myself, celebrate this journey, celebrate getting healthy, celebrate my body. This is a time to celebrate, you guys. This is a time to celebrate. This is not a time to get wrapped up in what is going on outside of yourself, no matter what that is, and no matter how much you might feel that you don't have any control over anything that's happening in the world and in your life right now. That's actually not true. That's just a story you keep telling yourself. You're magnificent. So are you, babe. Mwah. I love you. Good morning, Karen. How's your mom doing? Did you give her my message yesterday? Did you give her a big hug and a big kiss for me? I've been thinking about you, babe, and about your mom. Hi, Dot. You want to come inside? Oh, boy. I got to go let Dottie in. Dot, come to the front door. Come to the front door. I'm talking to her through the window. Come to the front door. I'll let you in. Come to the front door. I'm not getting off to let you in at the back door. You go, genius. I love you. I love you. Heard that big shifts happening on the 21st of December predicted from the Mayan culture. Wonder what that means. Hey, man, I don't know. Here's what I do know. There are some people that I follow and have been spiritually uplifted with over the past, I would say, 5 years. And Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Woo! Breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. Yeah, I love Ralph Smart. And Ralph is talking about this quite a bit. I don't think it means that the world is going to implode or we're going to wake up and we're going to be like, you know, like at the end of a zombie apocalypse movie, you know, where people, the survivors come out dusting themselves off and looking around and everything else is gone. I don't think it's going to be that kind of end of the world. I think it means the end of things as we know it. And I'm not sure what that all means, but I would continue to keep myself open to what trusted people who you have come to learn to trust in what they talk about, not just on this topic, but on all topics. And just continue to be aware and move forward with your eyes open. And in the meantime, protect yourself and shield yourself and uplift yourself and fortify yourself as best as you can in all ways so that you can make it through whatever that is coming for us, whatever future world, future environment is coming. Here's the thing. We are so scared about uncertainty, right? What is the big shift that is happening? What is December 21st, 2020 all about? What does any of this mean, right? Ralph Smart is amazing. Oh my God, I love him. Love him, love him. I did, and she had the biggest smile. Oh my God, Mom, I love you. Karen, I love you so much, honey. You are amazing. Lisa says, love you more. You're incredible, babe. Ralph Smart's 2021 predictions are interesting. I trust your recipes, Berns. Awesome, Michael. My recipes are amazing, aren't they? Have you made any as yet, Michael? What have you made? Oh my goodness, everybody in the group, do you see what people are posting now? They're posting their Bernsey burgers. They're posting their pizzas, their raw vegan deliciousness. My goodness, it's a momentum. A momentum is underway. So my feeling is, as we move into December 1st, 2020 tomorrow, I say we all move into it with abundance. And you guys know that I've been talking about the abundance, 21 days of abundance, the Deepak Chopra 21 days of abundance meditation that I did at the beginning of the year. not beginning of the year, in May. I think it was May. I should pull out my journal. It's in my journal. And it was the catalyst for so much abundance in my life. Two of the most incredible pieces of abundance that it helped me create and manifest for myself was, number one, it brought my relationship with Dali back together again, which was beautiful. It was amazing. We had, on my direction, had broken up on March 1st, 2020. I moved into my sister's cottage to sort myself out and to sort of figure out where I was needing my own spiritual growth to happen. All right. And out of that whole experience and out of me stepping away from something that at the time wasn't working anymore, it allowed me to connect with myself again and do the spiritual work that I needed to do so that my connection to myself could be improved, so that my connection to him could be improved, so that his connection to himself could be improved here on his own. And you see what I'm saying? So that was a huge, I feel fallout, or not fallout, because that sounds like a negative thing. That was a huge benefit of me doing the 21 days of abundance. I am absolutely 100% certain, convinced, proven. It has been proven to me that that meditation, the 21 days of abundance meditation thing that I did, that was a very big part of me and Dali recreating the relationship that we had. Because you see, he also decided to do the 21 days of abundance as well. He was actually in my meditation group. I know it sounds really weird, but it's okay. It worked out. The other thing that abundance meditation group brought for me, that 21 days of abundance practice that I did, was it brought me this juicing information. And the abundance that has flown out of this juicing lifestyle, well, you're all here. This is living proof. And I want to do the 21 day of abundance meditation. And I know I've mentioned it before, but you may have missed that class where I invited you guys to do that. Well, I'm going to start it tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about it again today in the noon class. If you're unable to, or for whatever reason, if somebody hasn't seen this class right now, I'm going to do some posts on it on my Facebook page. Make sure to check that out. I'm going to explain everything as we go. It's super easy. What it is it involves a journal activity or a reflection activity. Takes about 10-15 minutes on average. Some of them are a little longer. They take, I think one took me an hour once, where you had to write out some mantras, some affirmations, and repeat that process for yourself. And then it involves a 5 or 10 minute meditation led by Deepak Chopra. You get a recording, and there's like a 3 or 4 minute explanation and reinforcement of what you're doing with Deepak Chopra. I love his voice, by the way. It's so relaxing and so soothing. Let me know in the comments if you've ever listened to Deepak Chopra who hasn't heard of Deepak Chopra, right? Although there might be some people. He's a thought leader, a meditation expert, a beautifully evolved spiritual being who has come to this physical plane that we are all on together to uplift us and to help us with our spiritual and our personal growth and development. And he is going to walk you through he's going to walk us all through a meditation practice for 21 days. The meditations themselves are like 10 minutes long, super easy. You can just put them on your headphones, listen to it when you wake up in the morning, listen to it when you go to bed at night. There's a brand new one every single day for 21 days. And I welcome anybody. You don't have to do it, obviously, but I welcome anybody who's interested in doing it to join along with us. So I'm going to be posting information in our juice group, the Real Juicy Detox on Facebook. The link is above if you're watching this on Facebook, and below if you're watching this on YouTube. And yeah, you have nothing to lose. If you can't do a certain portion of it because maybe you really have, very, very little time, there are ways that you can modify and accommodate for that. Maybe you do the journal exercise, when you're driving and just do it mentally. Maybe you just contemplate on it. But as long as you are able to find 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning or the end of your day to listen to the meditation, you're going to get so much benefit from it. And I like to remind people that abundance is not just an abundance of money. That is just one paltry measure of abundance, actually. That is what amount of money would you pay to get your health back, right? That's abundance. Health flowing through you is abundance. Relationships working out, the relationship with yourself, building a strong, solid relationship with your inner being. What do you pay for that? What's the price tag that you would put on that? You'd never see, there isn't enough money in the world to pay for that, right? There isn't. So that's what we're going to be working on for December, 21 days of abundance. And guess what? We're going to start this tomorrow, December 1st, and it's going to take us right to December 21st, 2020. I just realized that right now. So that's what we're going to do. What perfect timing, right, guys? I'd love to try meditation regularly. I've heard it can be life-altering. It's so hard to find the time because I'm often surrounded by never-ending noise and chaos. I know. When you feel that you don't have the time or that you're surrounded by never-ending chaos, you need it more than ever. It's 5 or 10 minutes every morning that you can set aside for yourself, whether you have to set your alarm clock, maybe a little bit earlier before the kidlets wake up. Ashlyn, do that for yourself because you need this in your life more than you know. As soon as you start saying, I'm too busy, I don't have time to meditate, that's when you know you have to meditate. That's when you know for sure you need it more than ever. Because if we are so preoccupied by the usual pulls and distractions and energies that drain us and draw us away from ourselves, even if it is the beautiful family that we love and that we want to continue to support, if you're not pouring into your own cup, you're going to be depleted. After a while, you need this more than you know. And it's easy. Listen, headphones on, you wake up. This is what I do in the morning. I wake up, I go down to the bathroom, I kiss my beautiful, delicious lover goodbye for work, and I get back into bed. I put my headphones on, right? The cats might be crying for food. This morning, Dot jumped up on my head. I know that's not the same as, your children calling for you, but it could be. My cats are my fur babies. You guys know this more than anything. But I don't let that distract me, right? I put my headphones on and I listen to what's on the meditation and I allow myself the time for myself. We oftentimes, remember Gabor Mate? Ashlyn, did you watch the homework that we did earlier in the juicing group, right? If you watch the Gabor Mate, go on YouTube. I'll put it in the link to this video as well. Because if we can remember that we need to listen to our bodies, we need to listen to our inner being. And oftentimes people who get chronically ill are oftentimes those of us who do too much for other people, sacrifice our own health and our own rest and our own well-being to be in service to other people. That's not serving you. You have to serve you first. You got to put your oxygen mask on first. We know this, right? You got to take care of yourself first before you can hope to properly take care of the people and the things around you that you need to pour into. Okay, so 5 or 10 minutes is all you need every day, babe. And then as well, it's not just about the meditation that you do when the headphones are on, when nobody's bugging you. It's about how do you stay in a walking meditation state throughout your day. Yeah, it's easier to meditate. And some people are like, oh my God, it's so hard to meditate. I can't turn my brain off. Yeah. Yeah, everybody is like that. Don't worry. You're not any more special or different than anybody else. Everybody has the same monkey mind to work through, right? Just be the observer of that mind. Just be the observer of that mind. Just be the observer. Don't be judging the meditation. Don't be judging yourself. I can't meditate. My mind goes all over the place. Yeah, excellent sign that you need this more than you think, right? We need to learn how to settle down the monkey mind when chaos ensues. How do we settle down that monkey mind when chaos ensues? You got to go back to your breath, right? You notice if you have something come up for you and you are tight and constricted and congested and holding tight, right? You're having an anxiety or a panic attack. What happens? I observe it sometimes in people that I work with. And my daughter, she's going through some stuff right now and talking about it, and it's bringing up a lot of anxiety. And I'm observing her, and she's like, and I say to her, breathe. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. You got to breathe. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling surrounded by never ending noise and chaos, you've got to go back to your breath, because if you don't, you're just going to shut yourself down and tighten yourself off, right? So you need this more than anybody. And you got to remember that just put the headphones on and just listen. And then when you come out of your meditation, how do we go through our day in a state of walking meditation and eyes open meditation? So oftentimes when I was doing a lot more of my work in the meditation groups and in the meditation as a meditation mentor, with Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. And if ever any of you have done those, you know that they're on another level, baby. He often talks about it's not just the meditation you do in the meditation room with your eyes closed and nice music playing and Dr. Joe telling you what to think about. It's what is the meditation like when you leave that meditation room with your eyes wide open? How is your open eye meditation going? Open eye meditation. I don't know. I don't meditate with my eyes open. What's she talking about? I got all this chaos and noise to deal with. Right. How do you remain centered and focused on your inner being, on your stillness, on your calmness in the midst of all the noise and chaos? And the noise and chaos might be showing up in the form of your children right now, right, Ashlyn, as you're homeschooling 3 beautiful, very active, very high demand children, all with different needs, and you're nursing your little one. You know, you got a lot going on. How do you stay in a state of walking meditation as you go through that, right? You focus on your breath. You get yourself into a state of calm, and let me tell you, your children will respond more to your state of calm than you would believe. If you have a state of noise and chaos running around inside of your head, they're going to feed off of that. They're going to pick up on that. They're going to match your energy. Our children always match our energy. Have you ever noticed that? Oh my God. When I remember when my kids were wee babies, I knew this intuitively, and I was my best at parenting them when I was in a state of calm, because they matched my energy, right? Kids know, especially babies, they read your energy, your vibration. When you give a baby, a crying baby, to someone who's very calm inside, that baby settles right down. That baby's heart rate matches your heart rate. It's a thing. It's a real thing, right? That whole homeostatic balance between two beings. We are symbiotic in this way. We all respond to and vibe off of and feed off of each other, that energy flow. Now, that's not to say that you might not still be really calm or trying to be really calm inside and the kids aren't running amok around you. Yeah, that's going to happen. But you know what? You're not going to be taken down by the emotions of the noise and the chaos if you are coming at your day as a walking meditation, focusing on your breathing, remembering who you are. You are a spiritual, divine, spiritual giant. A giant. We are spiritual giants. This physical body, this is just a vehicle. This means nothing about who and what we truly are. And who and what we truly are spiritual beings. Spiritual beings who have agreed to this contract to come here and experience exactly what we are experiencing right now. In our families, in our personal life, in our health, in the world as it is changing right before our eyes. And change is the most difficult, most challenging thing to navigate as a human experience, as a spiritual being having a human experience, because we forget our divinity. We forget who we truly are. We forget that we are gods and goddesses walking on this earth. And we think instead that we have no control. And that, oh my God, I'm afraid of this and I'm afraid of that and I'm afraid of dying and I'm afraid of fill in the blank. We are in fear because we are forgetting who we truly are. So the goal and the task moving forward in these challenging times, as we approach, as we see things happening, as we are aware, a lot of us are aware of what's really going on. And a lot of us are like Dali and I, where we are like, is anybody else seeing this? Is anybody else, hello? Is anybody else awake out here? Is anybody else seeing this brainwashing for what it is? Is anybody else? We were driving down to Toronto yesterday and listening to the radio station. It's like, listen to it as if you're listening to a history channel. You're 30 years down the road and you're listening to what's being played on the radio right now in between the songs. And even the songs Dali mentioned, so many of the songs right now are dealing with lockdown. Lockdown is in the vernacular in those songs. Being a prisoner is in the language. Listen, stop just letting it come in without being an aware spiritual being as you're listening to it. It's all preconditioning us to what they want us to think is normal going into this. All of the commercials, every single one of I can't believe that every single one of the radio broadcasters are buying this, but they have no choice. If they don't say the party line, guess what? They don't have a job. They'll get fired. Don't you think they've been told? They've been told. Don't you think teachers have been told? Elaine, have you not been told that you will have the Board of Education in your online class so that they can monitor what you are saying? They're also going to be putting closed cap security cameras into the classroom so that they can view and listen to and watch everything that's happening in a classroom. Why do you think that is? Right? So what can we do as we are very aware that there's so much BS going on and there's so much? What can you do? Number one, take care of your health. Number one, and the most important thing, take care of your health. Because if you are sick and if you are falling apart physically, you have no extra resources to summon up the new ability to see your life in a new creative way. All right? You are not in a position to deal with and handle the pressures of the world. Yeah, they want you to invite them in. Yeah, my ex-husband as well. And he told them, no, absolutely not. This will not happen. And he had an issue with the union. Oh, shoot, my battery is getting low. He had an issue. It went to the union level. And the union level said, oh, my God, we've never had anybody turn us down yet. And he's like, yeah, because you've never had anybody who is bold enough to say, I'm not having it. Right? I'm not having it. Yeah, girl, the struggle is real. I know. Hey, good morning, Elaine. I saw that. Yeah, I'm excited for this. So excited to do this. Yes, we're going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start today with a little preface on this in the group. So if you're not in the Real Juicy Detox group, you need to get in there, the Facebook group. Let me stop bouncing. Let me drink. Amen. Empty cups are of no help to anyone. And you know what? It's okay if you forgot that. We all forget that sometimes and we overextend ourselves and then we're depleted, and then we don't have enough filling up our own cups. By the way, filling up my own cup today, it says, let's get elfed up. Let's get elfed up, so these are, let's go let Dot in because she's crying at the kitchen window to come in. Let me pull this up here. Come walk with me. Come with the Berns. Come with Berns. So I'm really excited to start this. I'm really excited to start this meditation group with you guys. I've done it myself, and I've led my own group as well in doing it. And super excited for you guys. Come on, Dottie. Come on, baby girl. Yes. Yeah, I know it's cold out. You're the one that wants to go out. It's so funny. The kitties are such different personalities. Dot doesn't want to eat first thing in the morning. She just wants to get outside. She wants to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. And then she'll come inside. It's actually early. Sometimes she doesn't start eating until 11 o'clock. And here she is munching on her food right over here. Let's see here. Not many people are aware around us, but globally there are a few. So lucky to be able to connect worldwide through your show. Thanks, Berns. You're so welcome. I want to say something about that, Judith. I thought so too. I thought, wow, there is a perception that there is not many people around us that are aware. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that they have won, and they're putting out the psychological warfare to make you try to get you to believe that. I encourage you guys to go onto Del Bigtree. Go check out Del Bigtree. Oh my God, my eye is twitching again. You need to look at the truth, and you're not going to find the truth if you're looking on mainstream media. If you're looking on this platform where you're watching, you're not going to find the truth here. It's not here. They're not letting it be shown. Go to BitChute, BITCHUTE, BitChute.com. And I say these things very carefully because I don't want to get banned or deplatformed from here for being, for speaking the truth. I've started a channel on BitChute. So if ever suddenly you see that I'm not here, you want to go and find me over there because there's truth over there. They're not censoring stuff. The hundreds of thousands of people that are gathering all over the world. You might not know anybody in your town or in your circle, Judith, but people are out there and all over the world internationally. So we need to be putting our attention on the truth and not on the psychological warfare that they're unleashing on us. And it doesn't look like it. It's just the radio. It's just the radio. Listen, I encourage anybody who's watching this in 2020 to listen to the radio and just ask yourself, tell yourself, what if this were, I don't know, Hitler Germany? And even they say even that has been adulterated and butchered in the history books to make certain things look a certain way. I don't know. I haven't researched any of that. I'm too busy doing what I'm doing with you guys. Judith, nearly midnight here, but feel compelled to be part of the live chat. I'm so grateful that you are. I'm so grateful that you are. So I want you guys to start opening up your awareness and start to look at things through a different perspective. What if this were true? What if this were all just propaganda to keep us in fear? Now go listen to the radio and ask yourself, why is there no other version of the truth? Just because we can't handle the truth? You can't handle the truth. I want to feel that I'm mature and smart enough to be able to handle the truth, to be able to look at both sides of any debate or any discussion. Dot, you cannot play in a paper bag right now. I'm sorry. No, it's too loud. It's too loud. No, it's not a toy. Cats that like to play in. Look at what she's done to this bag. before. Look at, that's all Dot. That's her little toy. But I'm busy right now, Dottie. We cannot have that. No, we cannot. So these are important messages, because just like Ralph Smart talks about, right? We are waking up, and we need to do, everybody needs to do whatever part that they feel comfortable and that they can do to help the ascension of this planet. They don't want us to ascend. They don't want us to open, and they do not want us to have the truth, right? So this is an important thing that we can do. We need to be aware of stuff that's happening, the real truth of what's happening. Because until I started to watch some people on the BitChute, like John Rappaport and Del Bigtree, well, I was watching Del from before, and you know, it might sound really scary, and it might sound like a you know what theory, but in fact, all of these people are just a sharing, not a theory or a you know, not one of those kind of theories. They're just laying out the truth of actually what's literally coming out of these leaders' mouths, and they're just helping us understand this from another perspective. And you know what? If they're wrong, all right, I will stand corrected. But too much stuff is happening now for me to think that that what's happening and what they're talking about is happening from the mainstream perspective. I'm more inclined now to think that what's happening is happening from the other perspective. So what I do is I listen to hey there, hello 123. In this live stream, I'll just break from my other thought because I don't want to lose you. Hello 123. In this live stream, we talk all about detoxifying the body, mind, emotions, and spirit, but mainly we focus on the body and detoxing the body through alkaline foods such as fruits, melons, and berries, baby. I go live 3 times a day. Hello 123. Hello 123. 123. Hello, hello. Are we on? We're on, baby. I go live 3 times a day in the Real Juicy Detox here. And I do a morning class at 8 a.m., which you're happen to be stumbling upon right now. And if you guys are enjoying this class, or if you're vibing with it, or if you're feeling the feels, give me a thumbs up. That will help all algorithms to know that this is content which other people are interested in watching. So if you guys can, if you're watching live right now, and if you're watching on the replay, if you can hit that like button for me, that would be great. That would help us beat the algorithm. Who wants to beat the algorithm? You want to help me beat the algorithm? Talking about these controversial kind of topics, kind of sliding it in here and there with my juicing detox message. Give me a little love on here. Thank you so much for that. I saw that. I saw you do that. I appreciate it. So that's what we do here, my friend. We talk all about detoxing and regenerating the body. We have class members that are here that I pop up their comments all the time. It's interactive. If you're looking for a really amazing community based on love and non-judgment and getting ourselves healthy and clean, then I recommend that you stick around, subscribe, follow, set yourself up for notifications. I go live 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time most days. Sometimes when I'm a bit tired by the end of the day and I can't stay awake, then I will cancel the evening class. But that's just because I'm taking care of my cup. I'm making sure my cup is filled in. Good morning, watching live and jogging in place. Good morning, Dawn. Get that bounce on, girl. Dawn's like, yeah, I'm going to bounce. I don't have no trampoline, but I can bounce. I can run in place. That's causing a little bouncy bounce. Come on, everyone. Give her a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So don't think that it's so few. Don't think that it's so few. Oh, sorry, not that one. Where is it? This comment. Not many people aware around us. Don't believe that for a second. That's what they want you to think. You believe, right? You understand the truth of what's going on, but you're not out there talking about it. Most people are not going to post on their Facebook wall because they're going to get gaslit right? By other people. People are going to come in and try to gaslight you, but the momentum is changing in a big way. More people are quietly behind the scenes, understanding what is going on, and they're not buying it. We're not buying it. We know. You intuitively know when truth is being spoken, don't you? Yes, you do. We intuitively know these things, and they just don't want you to believe that more people out here are are aware of this, and not just around the current state of the world and what's going on. I mean on everything, because it's all working together. They want us. They want to keep us. They want to keep us locked down. They want to keep us in fear. They want to keep us unhealthy. Like, listen to the ads on the radio. Listen to the ads on the radio. Between the talking ads from the DJs and the recorded ads, fear, lockdown, stay apart, wash your hands. Next it's going to be get the vaccine, do your part, get the vaccine, do your part. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And then after all of that, then they want to bombard you with McDonald's commercials and this food commercial and that poison food commercial. It's make you afraid, get you really afraid, get you really in fear. And then push poison that you're going to think is comfort food, because now you're so in fear and you want to soothe yourself and you want to push down those uncomfortable feelings that they have brought up in you. So you're going to go and get something to eat. You're going to go. Dolly and I used to do it all the time. And yesterday we were prepared. We had our Bernsey burgers. I had that delicious salad that I ate during the noon class. And by the way, I don't know, you guys are weird. I'm just saying, I'm calling you out. You're weird. So many of you, I'm kidding. Of course, I love you. I love you for your weirdness. I'm just as weird. So many of you were watching my lunchtime show on a Sunday, and I was just basically eating salad for most of it. Just quietly eating my salad in the truck while I waited for Dolly. Yes, we did talk about some awesome things. Yes, I did take you for a drive through Toronto, which was so much fun. And yeah, we had a really good discussion. Lish got some really good information, and I spoke to her mom, Jennifer. Jennifer, if you're back here and you're watching again, I love you. Thank you. I don't know if you are, but if you are, hey, 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 girl. Such monsters out there. Who are these people? They are the dark inorganic ones. They are the dark ones, the dark energies. And the dark energies have been here for time immemorial, right? With the light comes dark. With the darkness comes light. And we want to, remember that the light always prevails. The light always prevails, and we have to stand together and be the light for each other. That's why I take the risk. That's why I say, I'm going to say it all the time now. Maybe I'll just have my link in the description. And I do need to start uploading these videos, because although I have an account over on BitChute, I have not started uploading anything, because I do talk about these things from the perspective of truth. I cannot continue to just pretend that we're just going to talk about detox, and I'm not going to get into anything about that subject, because I've seen different people that I know and love and respect who are doing the vegan thing and the raw vegan thing be like that. It's like, we cannot think that we are in a vacuum. We're not in a vacuum. We are here, and we're dealing with these kind of monsters out here. So we need to address the monster in the room. You know what I mean? Yes, life is wonderful. We are privileged to be here. We are so privileged to be here. And we chose to come here. We had a spiritual and have a spiritual agreement to be here and to be experiencing all of these things that we are experiencing, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. All of it, right? I bounced with you already. Now I'm in the house cleaning and jogging in place. Oh my God, I love you, Dawn. I love you. I love you. A bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. So going into December and going into what a lot of people are nervous about, because it is a very uncertain time. I want us, and let me just, a big disclaimer, last Tuesday, I was having a full-blown panic attack, anxiety attack around this topic. My amazing ex-husband, we're still very close friends, sent me some, thank you, John, sent me some information about some of the stuff that he had been made aware of about some pretty scary plans that are supposed to be going down for us. Um, and I had a full blown panic attack. That was the day that I woke up with that headache that day. You remember last week? I think it was Tuesday. And to be honest with you, yeah, not only was the Wi-Fi cutting in and out, but I just couldn't do it. I was in the middle of a migraine headache by the time I was finished reading the stuff that he sent me to look at. And I trust him and I trust his judgment and I know his heart and his intentions as well. And I found myself in the middle of an anxiety attack. My heart, and it was completely out of my control. And I don't think I've ever experienced a panic attack in the true sense like that. My heart rate went up. My headache just was going away, just exploded in my head. Um, I had a hard time breathing. My body just started to shake and vibrate from the inside. It was not comfortable, and I knew it at the time what was happening. Dali and I were together. We were talking through it while I was texting Michelle back and forth, my ex-husband. And so I understand. And what I did for myself, I understand that we're all experiencing this energy, and it can feel really heavy, really, really heavy. I know because I've experienced it, and I have never really experienced to that extent a panic attack. And thank God I could, number one, have Dali to talk to as I was talking to Michelle, and I was able to go back to my breath. And it took me about, I smoked a joint. I'm like, babe, you need to roll a joint like right now. I need to smoke a joint like right now. I'm in the middle of something right now, and so I used some plant medicine. I went back to my breathing. I just, going back to the breathing, that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. And being just experiencing that from a point of awareness, not that it didn't feel super uncomfortable and out of control. And I was literally talking to myself. It was a walking meditation, is what it was. Although I was not walking, it was a waking. It was an awoke meditation in more ways than one, where I just stood back and observed myself as I was going through it. I said to myself, "Holy shit, you're having a full-on anxiety attack," and I was putting my attention and my awareness on my kidneys and on my adrenal glands, and I was aware. It was exactly like when I had had urticaria as a teenager, and I would have to go to the doctor to get an adrenaline shot in order to settle down the histamine reaction. Pretty messed up. Pretty messed up, especially knowing what I know now about giving yourselves an artificial chemical stimulant version of what your body is supposed to produce naturally. You give yourself a shot of adrenaline, you give yourself, and similarly, steroids like prednisone and those kind of really heavy duty steroids. That's what it feels like. That's what adrenaline feels like. And I was in the middle of a huge adrenaline dump, is what it was, where my adrenals were just dumping adrenaline right into my bloodstream. It was intense. After about an hour of freaking out, but not like really like, no, I was really freaking out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared, and I rarely feel scared, and I rarely acknowledge feeling scared in insofar as a text message. I texted Michelle and I said, thank you so much for all of this. This is after a long conversation with him. I said, I got to admit though, I'm scared. I'm scared. And he wrote me back and he said, listen, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Maybe all of this is not gonna happen at all. And So just ignore it. Just ignore it if it's what, maybe I'm just being an idiot. And I wrote him back and I said, I don't think so on any of those counts. You're not an idiot. I think if we were to look at last year, if last year, December 1st, 2020, if we would have said in last year, 2019, December 1st, 2019, if somebody were to have told you uh, that the following things would be happening in 2020 for the next year, and listed out all the things that we have been subjected to and have had freedoms taken away, we would have said, no freaking way, that's never going to happen. That's crazy. What? Everybody's going to be walking around in masks? They're going to be telling us to stay 6 feet apart? They're going to shut us down. They're going to make us stay in our homes or else. You're crazy. That'll never happen. What are you, a conspiracy theorist? That's crazy. Stop saying stuff like that. Stop being a fearmongerer. Fearmongering now means telling the truth. All right? That's what fearmongering is, telling the truth. Except we're not fearmongering. We are simply opening up our eyes and not being in fear anymore of speaking the truth. So these things are very important. These things are very important. So it's important to understand what the mission is here upon us right now. And the mission is take care of your health first and foremost. Don't shirk that responsibility. You need to be going forward in as healthy a condition as you possibly can. Use the time right now when we have the resources that we have, the food that we are able to get into the grocery and get your fruits, melons, and berries. Get your appliances, get your juicer, get your dehydrator, get prepared, right? Get your blender, get prepared, because we never know what resources that we have at our disposal down the road. It's also not a time to throw your arms up in the air and say, well, I can't do anything. We're all screwed. We don't know that. And I don't believe that either. The momentum is underway where the experts out there who deal with this, go and listen to John Rappaport, Rappapport, John Rappaport on BitChute. Go listen to Del Bigtree, thehighwire.com. Yes, I believe we all choose to be here at this time, but by reaching to the chaos, we contribute to it. Yeah, stay calm, rise above, keep your heart open. When I hear something I don't like, okay, but it's not my timeline. Exactly. All right, that might be your timeline. That's not my timeline. And whatever our timeline is, we really don't know, right? Our timeline insofar as the chain of events that we will experience on our time here in this space. And whatever it is that we are to experience, we are bigger than all of it. We are spiritual giants upon this planet. That's what they don't want you to remember. I saw that, Gary Pfeffer and Kelly Sibby, she was my best friend. Small world, eh? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Are they on BitChute? Where are they? Oh, you saw that I know Gary Pfeffer and Kelly Kibbe. She was my best friend. Oh my goodness, was Kelly, is she? Yes, your best friend. I understand. And were we friends here on the Facebook? We might have just connected through you. Maybe she was here as well with us. And she is still here with us. We know this. Keep your thoughts on the future, says Amy. Yes, keep your thoughts on the future you want to see. Yes, it may appear so bad, but the pendulum will swing back. And you're so right, babe. And the pendulum is swinging back. And that's what they don't want us to. That's why they're upping the ante again, because they can see the pendulum is swinging back. But in them upping the ante, it is fueling more pendulum swinging. It is fueling more. The dark will never win over the light, ever. Are you cooking today in the kitchen? I'm not sure. I have a couple plans for today, so we'll see which ones that turn out. Wait 1 second. Nothing stay the same. Okay. You were replying to Elaine. Okay, sorry. Yes, we are all connected, right? So I don't know if I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen today, but if I do want to cook in the kitchen. What we're going to be doing over the course of this week. Let's talk about what we're doing this week in class. This week in class, and I'm referring to the noon classes, and all of the previous noon classes are in the description above if you're watching on Facebook, and below if you're watching on YouTube, and who knows where if you're watching on BitChute. But you'll be below if you're watching on BitChute. I want to run through the detox symptoms. I'm starting right before well, let me show you. Right before, I am going to lose battery power. Let's walk. I'll be right back. Let me go get my plug because I want to tell you guys what's coming up for class this week, but my battery is almost dead. All right, here we go. There we go. Did it turn on? Hold on, I got to turn my phone sideways to see. Yep, it went on. So today, this week in class, what I want to do is, I was going to take you to see I was going to put it on here. 1 second. I'm going to be going through, I'm working on these slides for class today, or if not today, at some point, but check this out. So we're going to be talking about detox symptoms, and I'm going to have these cards for us so that you can all screenshot it as we go through it and save them, because so many of you and so many of us go through detox symptoms, and we don't realize that what they are is the body's natural process of getting rid of and clearing out toxins from our system. So what I want to do is I really want to help you guys see what you're experiencing from a new perspective whenever we are detoxing. So I'm going to be doing up these kind of I've got the first 4 in the series done. So we have 4 slides like this for mild detox symptoms. We're going to have the same amount for moderate and extreme detox symptoms as well. And that way, I hope to help you guys see and understand that even the cold and flu-like symptoms, even this, oh my God, it's the flu. Someone in my house, his throat has started to be scratchy. Oh my God, is it COVID? No, it's your body detoxing because it's tired of all the crap that you're putting in, and now there's too much mucus in your system and your body is trying to cough it out, right? Why do you have a fever? You have a fever because the body is trying to sweat out the toxins that are not able to come out through your kidneys because your kidneys are shut down because of all the acid that you've been eating. This is how it works, you see? So I want to go through a bunch of class notes like this so that we can start understanding when we get any of these experiences, we can say, oh, hold on a minute. My body is trying to detox. How about I help it along? How about I stop putting in the acid forming foods that I've been learned how to put into my body? And I'm going to do a couple slides on that as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do this today. It all depends on if I can get through all of the slides, creating all of the slides, and I should be able to now that I've got it all set up and everything. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be working on this week. The other thing that I want to work on this week in class, in our noon class, by the way, give me some love if you like the new slides. This was a lot of fun to make. I did this in my Procreate program, and so happy that we're going to be doing this. So give me a thumbs up if you're excited about the detox class, the detox symptom class that we're going to do. I really do want to do this today because before I get you know, I want to really focus on, I want to focus on all the things that I think that you need and that has benefited me and other clients of mine who I work with one-on-one to lead them through their process in a more, you know, dedicated time way, that way, right? The slides look cool, right, Amy? So this is what I want to do. Oh, great question. Do you put up a Christmas tree or will the cats tear it down? No, we are going to put up a Christmas tree. We're going to put it up probably over in that corner, but I kind of like, here's what I'm thinking. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Here's what I'm thinking. I think I want to put the Christmas tree right in this corner right here so that when I'm bouncing, right? Christmas tree. So our Christmas tree will be in this very small living room lounge somewhere. We'll either do it over here or we'll push the tree, the couch over here, and we'll put the tree in that corner. That's kind of usually where we do it. But either way, I can just move my rebounder and move the background, like change where I'm, you know what I mean? I can change that around, right? It's a great spot. Yeah. We were actually going to get one yesterday, but Dali was tired of being, he didn't want to do it. He was tired after his day of working. And I was like, okay, no problem. We'll get one in town by us. We don't have to get one in Toronto. And probably they're more expensive in Toronto anyhow, because everything is. Let's see, where was I? So that's one thing that I want to do. The other thing, holiday bouncing with Berns. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And the other thing that I want to do in class this week is I want to focus on wraps. So far in our kitchen, in the Kitchen with Berns classes, we've done pizzas, we've done raw vegan pizzas, we've done raw vegan buckwheat pizza crust, we have done the Bernsy burgers, we have done dips and dressings. We've done a couple of dips and dressings just to show you how easy it is to get it done. Yes, brunch with Berns. I love all the alliterations. Brunch with Berns. Except, isn't brunch a cross between breakfast and lunch? I like the lunch with Berns though, because then I'll be eating my lunch, but we can do brunch with Berns, sure. So we've done some really core things. And what I want you guys to start getting really comfortable with is 4 or 5 basic types of meals, right? So we've done the pizza, we've done the burgers, and from each one you can extrapolate that technique and those ingredients into other things. So like from the buckwheat pizza, we did buckwheat calzones and we did pies, and then from that, you know, you can create a bunch of different things that your family is going to love. Then we did the burgers. We did the Bernsey burgers, and those were freaking amazing. If you guys haven't seen that, I highly encourage you guys to go check that class out. We did the burgers, and from the burgers, you can do meatballs, right? They're not meat, they're all raw vegan. You can do balls, you can do little hamburgers. I posted some in my stories and in the group of my burger yesterday. Oh my God, burger with a lettuce bun. Woo! Fire. You think you need the bread bun, but you don't. It's really, really good. And then from the burger recipe, I also did almost like a ground beef meat pie filling, but it's not meat because it's all raw vegan. And from that, I did Trinidadian pastels, which is like a tamale. So you take a certain thing, you get good at the burger type situation, you get good at the pizza topping and the pizza crust situation, and then you can change it up in a variety of different ways. All you really need is 4 or 5 good solid bases that you can then tweak the flavoring of, change up the excuse me, the main ingredients a little bit, and suddenly you have easy to prepare, satisfying comfort food type of food for your family, and you guys are eating healthfully and keeping your detox going even though you're eating food. We've done a couple of dips and dressings. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to do wraps, because wraps is kind of one of the first things that I started making when I started doing this, the eating portion of my raw journey. I've been raw since, or mostly raw, since June 1st, 2020. So we are at 183 days for me right now. And when I started back eating, chewing food, I really wanted something that was going to satisfy me. So I started learning how to do wraps. Wraps are so versatile. They taste so good, so incredibly healthy for you. No gluten, no wheat, not even any buckwheat, but we might throw some in there, but really, really healthy and vibrant for you. So and some of us have started posting some of those recipes in the group, and they're amazing. So what I want to do is I want to do a focus this week on wraps, because knowing the consistency of your batter for the wrap is so important. I have learned so much by making hundreds of batches. Well, maybe not hundreds. No, hundreds of batches of wraps. Like some days I would, for 100 days, some days I would do 2-3 different recipes, all in the dehydrator. So yeah, I've done hundreds of versions of the same, the same core recipes, so that I could get a real handle on what's the texture that we're looking for. What are we going for? So, so that is one thing that I want to focus on. Do you make them with nori? No, I make them all with vegetable pulp and all in the dehydrator. Nori is actually, there's a little bit of a controversy. It's like a tortilla. Yeah, it's like a raw tortilla, but it's not corn-based. Like it could be, I have made corn-based ones. It's all from vegetables. Oh my God, you're going to love it. There's a little bit of a controversy, a controversy, however you pronounce it, around nori. Did you know that, Amy? Something to do with the pollutants in the oceans now, especially since um, the uh, the disaster in Japan a few years ago with the nuclear reactor. Yeah. Yeah, and how the seaweed is harvested, and how within the seaweed there might be a lot of other crustaceans. It all depends on the cleanliness of it. I know, I had no idea either. Yeah, yeah. A lot of crustaceans and sea life gets picked up within the seaweed as Fukushima. That's right. Yeah, gets picked up within the seaweed as well. So. Um, uh, we're actually thinking that we're eating an all seaweed, all vegetable based product, but a lot of times it's not, you know? So I don't know. I don't know where I stand on any of that. I really haven't had nori rolls except for once when I went to Sahar's place. I've bought nori seaweed, and the same thing goes to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't use nori. These wraps are going to be all done with vegetable pulp, and they are amazing. Raw vegan vegetable pulp wraps of different varieties. I will. Um, Gosh, I wonder. Let me see if I can. Ooh, how do I do that? Let me take you over this way. Let me show you a couple of the wrap recipe cards that I've made on my Procreate when I was doing these in the summer. And if you guys want to see more of those amazing images of my wraps and stuff, check out my Instagram profile, because I posted that there a lot. Okay, let me switch the camera around. So like these are this is the file for our detox card. So that's what I'm working on there. But let me see. This is one that I started. This is one that I started to do the recipe for, but this is look at this tomato. I think this was tomato chia. I can't remember. Look at this flatbread. So that's a picture that I took I took a picture. I remembered, I was like, hey, this could end up being an amazing cookbook. Take a picture of everything you make, Berns. This was one of the tomato-based wraps. And let me tell you, it was so good. I did that with a spicy Thai dressing. And then I was also going to do the recipe for the wrap, but let me see if I have it here. I think that might have been the tomato chia bread, which was really super easy to make. Did I use white? I used black chia, so that was not that recipe. I was experimenting with different, yeah, that was a tomato chia bread because I have the picture right there of it. And I wrote, okay, guys, this could not be any easier or healthier for you. Ditch the bread and then, ditch the bread and enjoy this to live for a flatbread. It will change your life, I tell you. Just set everything to your high-powered blender. I'm using my trusty and new to me, God love Facebook Marketplace, Vitamix blender till smooth, spread on a dehydrator. So this was one of the recipe card ideas. So I don't know how I'm going to actually end up presenting it, but this is kind of what I do. That's your photo. Totally looks book worthy. Totally book worthy. So professional. Yeah, that is my picture. That is my photo. I took a picture of everything. I plated and properly did every every single thing that I made in the kitchen. This is another one, Amy. And again, this was that spicy Thai dressing, which I'm kind of, for some reason, craving right now because I keep seeing it. But this was I did a beautiful pineapple salsa with, this was a zoodle recipe that I just poured the spicy Thai dressing that's right here over top of a bunch of zoodles and some sliced cabbage and green onions. And I had some fresh alfalfa sprouts, I think. No, those were chickpea sprouts. Those were a few of the I don't remember. Something good. Thank you. My juicer was out of stock. I got to wait 2 weeks. Oh, well, I can still use my V-Mix. Yeah. Collard wraps. See, I don't like collard wraps. I find that's too, I don't know. I don't like that heavy green cellulose biting through on a collard. I've had them well made as well by, uh, let me switch my camera around again. I've had well-made collard wraps, and I gotta tell you, I can't. It's too, it's not to my liking. But hey, if you like it, that could work. So yeah, want to focus on wraps. I want to focus on the healing crisis and crises, really. Right? I want to focus on this. So these were the notes that I was writing out because I think that could be a really powerful presentation for everybody who is, and then we can always um, redirect them to, hey, go check out the class notes from, and I could put the link there. These are the detox symptoms that you can experience and why, not just what you can experience, but why are you experiencing those, right? So that we're not afraid of, and we're not freaking out, and we're not distrusting our body as the body experiences these healing crises, because the healing crises are real, right? It's a real reality, but we don't need to be afraid of them. We don't need to be afraid of them. Dawn says, I steam my collards for a few seconds, which changes that bite for wraps. Oh, okay. Great idea. Great tip, Dawn. I can definitely keep my mind open and explore the collard wraps if they are steamed. Yeah, I'll check it out. I just really love the the bread-like consistency of those wraps is something else, man. It is something else. It's like, okay, all right, all right. And it's so easy to make these, taco-like. Oh, where's my Instagram? Let me show you my Instagram in case you're not on there. Let me just show you some of the things that I have made on I've posted on the Instagram, because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Instagram, I'm not really on it or whatever. But I wanna just show you some of the. Okay, so this is my Instagram. So we have, of course, the Ivar chips. Like, oh, look at that. Come on, come on. Right, we got the Ivar chips. We got the pizza, but that isn't even a good. Look at this wrap. Look at this wrap. Look at this wrap. Just made from the coconut meat after just made from coconut meat. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I've heard that as well, that freezing anything, any vegetable that you're making, freezing it and then thawing it out really helps the texture feel and seem like cooked, right? But I understand what you mean. Yeah, I'll try them. I'll try them. Why not? You know, I'm always willing to try stuff. But yeah, these are the burgers. Yummy. Another, look at that. Does that not, that was so good. I'm telling you guys, like, this is how we eat at the Real Juicy Detox. Look at this. Look at this burger. So if you guys are not following me on the Real Juicy Detox, you gotta. What do you? I mean, on the Instagram. Look at that picture. Yeah. So delicious. Oh, speaking of so delicious, this pineapple juice was amazing. I know that was a double entendre. I get it. But Dali he just loved this. This was when I mixed. I didn't know we weren't supposed to mix watermelon juice and pineapple, but I did at this one. And let me tell you, I survived. This was so delicious. It was to die for. Yes, that was the garlic sauce on my burger. Hey, Karen. Karen says, I'm so worried with these welts, swollen face, and eye, drooping side of my face, feeling numb. May not be the detox I'm experiencing. Yes, it is the detox. It is a 100% the detox that you're experiencing, babe. You got to trust your body. Hold on. Let's just pull it up right now, Karen. Let's just see what just today I was preparing for class later, or better yet, let me put it up like this. What does it say? Not that one. Didn't save it yet. Let me show it to you. Hang on. Okay, Karen, look. Rashes and itching, disease symptoms increasing temporarily. All right. These detox symptoms are exactly what you are experiencing that feels so crappy in the body. Rashes and itching. What is going on? Some of these were, I haven't proofed them all as yet, okay? So definitely what you are experiencing in the body, Karen, is exactly a detox symptom, whether you realize it or not. It doesn't matter. Your body is going to detox itself. It's not waiting on your agreement or your understanding to continue the process. But if you continue to put these powerful foods and do what you're doing on all levels, all of this, all of this. Even feeling numb. That's right in here. Let me just pull it up. Let me just show you in the book itself. I'm just reading in my in the book right here. Hold on. Even sores appearing on the skin. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Excessive itching. It's pretty extreme because we've done a pretty extreme job on ourselves. It doesn't matter. Welts it's just another version of a rash, whether it's itching or not, right? Swollen, swelling in the face, all of what you're experiencing is detox. Cara Jo, one of our beautiful class members as well, Cara Jo was experiencing some pretty horrible toxic stuff coming out of her skin. And I told her, these are detox symptoms. Keep going. Stop freaking out. Stop worrying. Trust your body. I said to her, are you feeling like you're going to have an anaphylactic shock? Because that was her big fear. Oh my God, it's happening again, my anaphylactic shock. And I said, whenever you feel like if ever you feel like you're having an anaphylactic reaction to anything, go to the hospital. But if it's not at that level and you're just worried that it's going to get to that level, be aware, come into your body, understand what is happening, but don't be freaking out about it because it's a detox symptom. But if ever you feel like you need to, you know what I mean? She stuck it out. She stuck with it. She did go to the emergency once and they checked her out and they said, there's nothing, we can't see anything, obviously, because, they don't know what they don't know. And she posted in the group that her rash is almost all gone now. It doesn't take long for these things to pass through the body. If you can just hang on. All right. Well, it might be hard for you to believe it right now. So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, Karen. Listen. Okay. Listen. I want you to borrow my belief. If you don't believe it, or if you're having a hard time believing yourself that right now, believing that yourself right now, rather, then I want you to borrow my belief. Okay? Borrow my belief. All of these things are happening as a result of the toxicity moving and clearing itself out. Get your kidneys open, get your adrenals turned on. I can't remember. Are you able to get any of the herbs? I strongly recommend you doing that. I can't remember as well. There's so many of us in the class and I can't remember what everybody is doing in terms of their herbal protocol. But if you are able to, and you have not yet started some sort of an herbal protocol, I highly recommend you looking into that. Highly recommend that, because that will help support your body and help you through this. My goodness, we've been on for an hour and 23 minutes. I've got to go, guys. I've got to get some stuff ready for class. 9:30. I would also like to review and refresh one of the recipes so that we can probably start some wraps. But I really want to talk about these detox symptoms. So I don't know what we're getting back to Amy's question. If we're cooking anything in class today, I don't know. I may want to do the mild detox symptoms as a class today. I also said that I was going to go back over and redo the protein class as well, but I really want to do this detox symptom class. Really, really, really want to do it. So we'll see how far I get through. If I can get through and prepare all of the classroom slides, then I will do this. So we'll see. I hope you guys come back at noon Eastern Standard Time, where I'll be cooking from this gorgeous detox kitchen. And until then, check out the other stuff in the playlist. You're so welcome, Karen. Excuse me. I'm so glad that you are on this path with us and that you are trusting the process, borrow my belief. Borrow my belief. I know it's hard as you're going through it because you're thinking, oh my God, I'm making myself worse. Where are these welts coming up? What is this stuff going on, right? When using a cold compress for the cerebellum, can you explain how the cold heat works? Yes. Great question. The cold and heat works to open up and help your lymphatic system flush out. Remember, the lymphatic system does not have a pump. So when we have cerebellum issues, and that is right in the back of the head here, and that often affects blood pressure, often swinging blood pressure as well, high, low. Also headaches. A lot of us that get these tension headaches up the back of our neck. What we want to do is open and close, squeeze, pump that lymphatic fluid so that the lymphatic stagnation, which is causing the buildup of toxins right here in the back of the head, helps those lymphatic vessels open and close, right? So when it's cold, it's tightening up, everything is closing. When it's hot, everything opens up again. So that constant, not constant, but same thing with the hot and cold showers. Having that hot and cold shower with the water hitting the back of your head is really going to be helpful if you have a headache, to get that lymphatic fluid opened and drained out of the head. Very important for you. I hope that helps. I enjoyed the class this morning, and yes, it would be good to talk about detox symptoms. See you later. All right, darling, I'm so glad that you were here and that you enjoyed class today. Do the class on detox while eating lunch with us. I could do that as well. I don't know what it is about people. They really enjoy seeing we as a species enjoy seeing other people eat. It's so cool. We can call it mindfulness mukbang. We could call it a detox mukbang. That might be a trend. I don't want to start a trend that is like, hard for me to maintain on my channel. But yeah, people really I realize that I'm sitting there just eating my salad. At one point, I wasn't really even talking about anything. I was kind of paused in between and just slowly enjoying my salad. And my numbers just kept getting higher and higher. And I was just like, you guys are weird, but I love you. You're so welcome, Melissa. You're so welcome. The hot and cold, alternating heat and cold on the back of the head. Excellent. Sometimes if I have a headache and my hands are cold, my hands are always cold, thyroid, right? I put my hands on the back of my neck and I'm like, oh, yeah, it feels so good. Feels so good. Cindy, LOL. That's a good one. Yeah. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to finish my juice. I'm going to finish my notes. I'm going to get in a nice hot shower after I finish my notes and see what I'm inspired to do. But we got a lot to do. We got a lot to talk about. I also want to talk a lot about in today's class, for class today. I also want to do up some notes about the meditation work that we're going to be doing. And it's perfect. We're going to start it tomorrow, December 1st. And we are going to do it right up until December 21st. No matter what happens around us, we are on our roll with focusing on abundance of everything good we want in our lives, abundance of health, abundance of harmony, abundance of financial resources, abundance of love, excuse me, an abundance of detox, right? We're going to be focusing on abundance and the different ways to let abundance in. And I cannot wait. We're doing this together, guys. We're doing it. 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 Ooh. Amy said, hi, Alana. Alana says, hello. See you this afternoon, everybody. Yep, we will indeed. Much love to all of you. Your skin is always looked good, but the past couple of days it has been super. I love you. Oh my God, that is so cool. Has it really? Going from a sad diet, seeing all that you make gives me something to look forward to when I start eating again raw. Yes, that is the whole goal. That's the goal, baby. Lots to look forward to. I love you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.